Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got the first down and more. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Hemby. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hemby. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now
got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? That's caught. It's Haynes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He'll keep it himself. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Back to the ground game on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. On the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Back to throw, it's King. Grab near the marker, it's Haynes. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Haynes. There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Looking left. Tosses it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. The option look. Now the toss. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got it behind the line, it's Haynes. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. They'll immediately call timeout.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable, because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's King. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Man, that was beautiful beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Lost a throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Using his legs, it's Temby. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball.
Breaks into the open. Inside the touchdown, Indiana! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Look out, he's got room! And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, it's King. Quick strike complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
The inside handoff. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. You know, some people think it's a gamble, but sometimes it's really not. It's just a smart play to go for it on 4th down.
one thing you know is you're only going to have so many possessions. So the more you punt, the more you give it up. Obviously, you're not going to score, and the field position game is kind of going out the window. So, yes, you definitely go for it more, and you've seen more success, and you've seen more points than ever.
The Yellow Jackets are on the move.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
To the air on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just... what it needed to be on that play.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
He's in open space downfield. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He'll toss it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Dropping back, it's Kane. Steps away. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you can tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again, or are you going to force them to pass the football?
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time, the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Gets the back moving. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Get it out on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Gonna let it fly. A full dive to haul that one in. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Hoosiers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
But how about this defense? Not getting frustrated. They've given up a bunch of yards. You're down in your scoring area, but nice job bowing your neck on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down, not getting frustrated. Good job focusing by this defense.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Handoff from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's King. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll send the back in motion. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Keeps looking downfield. Gets the first himself. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, defensively, you've got to have an answer for this athletic quarterback. You've got to do a better job containing him in the pocket, or you've got to have a spy ready to make a play and get a tackle if he decides to get out. But everything went wrong there. Not only did he get the first, but you also let him get out of bounds and stop the clock.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. He's looking downfield to throw. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Got the first down and more. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. Gonna take a shot. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Moving out of the pocket. Can't make the connection. The defense gets a fourth down stop.
How about that? Fourth quarter, tie ball game, and you're still going for it. The Onions to be able to do that and call it not rewarded now. Defense is going to have to go out there, step it up, game on the line.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Back to pass, it's King. Throwing right. By himself, he makes the grab. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The line of scrimmage is the 28. That'll make it a 45-yard field goal attempt and a big chance to